During the holiday season, we always need these, so let's get creative in how we make them. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it. We're getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving and Christmas, and time is precious. So thank you for giving me some of yours today. And because we are now prepping for gift-giving season, what better way than to have 3 creative ideas for making bags? So let me show you very quickly what I'm talking about. We're going to take 1 sheet of 12 by 12 and make this adorable tube bag. And then we have a new style of wrist bag. So this one, when it opens, y'all, it opens like this. We are also able to make this with 1 piece of 12 by 12 and then some scrap for the top and the loop if you want it. Easy peasy. I'll be showing you how to do this one as well. And then finally, we're going to be making a more traditional large bag, but this is great for gift giving season, and this paper is part of my new collection. So I'm still working on it, y'all, but I'll have it out soon. So let's go ahead and flip to the overhead camera so that I can give you a closer look at what we have here. So here's a closer look at that larger bag, and you can see just how gorgeous the green poinsettia paper is. When finished, this bag is going to measure 8 by 9.5 by 2.5. And then we have the tube bag, and at the widest point, this measures 5. Then as it tapers down to approximately 3 by 3. So this is a very nice size bag to add to your bag making collection. So please make sure that you playlist this video because you'll want to go back to it. And finally, we have the wrist bag. And this is very new, but very easy to make. Again, you're going to need 1 sheet and then some scraps. So the scraps that you use to make the toppers here, you can also use that same scrap to make this part. So this does not require much in the way of materials to be able to make these 3 bags. When finished, this one is 8 by 6. And then when it opens, it flares like this, all from 1 sheet. We are not joining sheets together to get this flare. This is 1 sheet. So let's make it. All right, for the first bag, we're going to make that large gift bag, and I am going to be using this beautiful green poinsettia and green plaid. This is a part of the new collection. Today, we're going to be using green, red, and white, which I think makes a beautiful combination as well. So these will be available as a digital download, and as those of you who watch my channel know, whenever I print my 12 by 12s, I always have a white border because my printer does not print 12 by 12 borderless. So I might have the white border showing on today's project. It's not going to bother me at all. For those of you who are using your own 12 by 12s, you probably will not have that white border. If you have the printer that I have and you're printing papers, you probably do experience the white border, but don't let that stop you from making beautiful projects. I've decided that I want this to be the focal point of the bag. So on the 12-inch side, I'm going to score at 2.5. And then I'll rotate it and I'll score it at 2. Rotate to the opposite side of that 2 and score at 2 again. Then I'm going to take this piece and do the same thing. So I'll score at 2.5. Turn it once and score at 2. Turn it twice and score at 2 again. So that first 2-inch score mark that I made is now over here. We did another 2-inch score. So now let's just fold and burnish all of our scores. We are going to be joining papers together because we do want a nice large bag. And I went ahead and printed on both sides of my paper so that my inside would not be that stark white. So now I'm going to take my finger blade. Let's go up to the score mark, cut straight down, and let's remove the corner pieces from this piece only. So on this piece, my 2.5 inch score is here. I'm going to take it and turn it this way. And then I'm going to angle here and here. Just like we did on the paper purse, only we're not using chipboard on today's project. We're just going to make a nice flexible bag. And I know that some of you said you just don't get it when I'm joining papers together. Basically, all you do with one is you remove the corner pieces, and with the other piece, you cut out in this direction so that you can join the two together. And you'll see that when we take this piece and we put it on this piece, there really is only one place that it can go. So I am going to take my glue, and I'm going to add my glue to this piece. And I do like to use glue whenever I'm joining a bag or a box that I might expect to carry some weight, because my glue is very strong and it holds my projects beautifully. And I use Reptile adhesive, and y'all, if you want to know anything about Reptile adhesive, you can just look in my description box and you'll be able to go to my Amazon website, or you can go directly to Reptile and see everything that they have to say about their product. We're just going to take this, add some glue here to the centerpiece, and we'll take 1/2 and just smush it around in that glue, matching bottom to bottom. And then I'll get this stuck. Then we're going to do the same thing over here. I am just going to take my glue, put my glue on this piece, and then I'll take this piece matching bottom to bottom, smush it around, and get this stuck. And now I'll just go on the inside and work that stick. So I am just going to take my glue, put my glue close to the edge, and then I will add some glue right here. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this piece to make sure that we have a nice stick. So now we just take it and we're going to match it top to top. And you will have an area where it doesn't quite meet, and that's okay, because we scored the sides at 2 inches, but we scored the base at 2.5 inches. So the sides will not be as wide as the base. So there is the body of our bag. I am going to bring in this beautiful green, and I'm going to cut 2 strips at 4 by 12. And then I'll just remove this white edge here. And remove the white edge from the side here. And then let's just measure our bag. It should be 8 inches, and it is. So I am going to cut 2 pieces at 8 by 4. Eight by 4. Then I'm going to score these on the 4-inch side at 2. And now I'm going to take them and put them across the top like that. Y'all, I think that is absolutely beautiful. So I am going to take some glue and just put some glue on this piece. Take this piece. Let's go ahead and put it on the inside here to get it stuck. And then I'll work that stick. And then I'm going to take this piece, and now I can add my glue to it without having to struggle with trying to hold this in place while I put the inside flap in. So I'll just add the glue now. We can fold over, get that stuck. I'll go on the inside again and work my stick. Isn't that adorable? I absolutely love how this is turning out, and I think that you will too. So now I'm going to take this piece and it will go on the back side like that. So I'm going to take my glue, put my glue right here. Let's take this piece. We're going to go ahead and just put it on the inside and get that inside stuck. And now I can take my glue, put my glue on this piece, fold it over, go on the inside, and work my stick. Isn't that gorgeous? I think that it is. I absolutely love how this has turned out. Now we're going to take this 12 by 4 inch piece and we are going to cut 2 strips at 2 by 12. And on the 2 inch side, let's score at 3/8 of an inch. And then rotate it to the opposite 2 inch side and let's score at 5/8 of an inch. We'll do the same thing with this one. The 2 inch side, we're going to score at 3/8 of an inch. Rotate it to the opposite 2 inch side and score at 5/8 of an inch. And then we can take this and fold over. Fold that over. And now we can take our glue, place the glue here in the middle. And let's just fold this over to get it stuck. And then I'll add some glue here. And we will fold this piece over and get it stuck. And now I'll take my bone folder and really just work that stick. And get a curl. And now I'm just going to give these a moment to dry and I will be right back. All right, y'all, so I think that our handles have hardened enough. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the handle and just turn it in and create a nice little handle for the bag. And I'm going to secure this handle using my reptile adhesive because I don't want my handle going anywhere. And the one thing that I know from using reptile year after year after year, I have never had it to break down on me and cause a handle or a part of my project to come undone. So I am just going to put that right there. So I'm just going on the inside to get my handles nice and stuck. And if you want to, you can go back and add a brad to this, and I will add brads to mine to show you how I would do it. I'm not going to add large brads. I'm just going to add brads that I have had in my stash. So I am just going to take my piercer and pierce a little hole. I'll take my brad and I'll feed the brad through the hole like that. And then I'll just open that brad. And I'll do the same thing over here. I'm just going to take my piercer, pierce a hole, put that brad in, open the brad, and there you have a decorative element on the bag. But if you want some added peace of mind that your handle is not going anywhere, that's one of the ways to do it. I rarely ever put brads on like this. I'll put a gem to give a decorative element there, but I have that faith in my reptile adhesive that I'm really not that concerned about it coming undone. So we're going to take this piece and we put it on the bag. So now we can just let that dry. And y'all, that's bag number 1. And then we have this left over. You can very easily create just a little card or a tag with this. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is to create a very quick tag. I'm just going to use my scissors and cut. Cut here. Cut here. Cut here. And now if I want to, I can tuck that tag right there. I can put some white paper on top and say who it's from, or I can decorate this tag even more. But that is a very quick and easy way to use those scraps to make a tag for bag number 1. All right, y'all, so here's bag number 2. It's going to be so easy. We won't even be measuring on this bag. So I have one sheet of 12 by 12. We're going to take this. Let's line it up at the top and fold over. You want to make sure that the top and the bottom line up, and that way you know that you have a nice straight line here. So you see how I did that? I have the top piece and the bottom piece lined up edge to edge. So now that I have that done, I'm going to take this, fold it over, and line up this part, edge to edge. So now I'm going to take this piece, and I'll fold it over until it hits the score mark here, or the fold mark. And let's go ahead and get that nice and straight. And then we're going to take this piece, and with this folded, just bring it over to that score mark or fold mark and fold. As long as you have these edge pieces aligned, you're going to have a nice straight bag. Now this is going to be a 4-sided bag, so you might even want to call it a box, but it's going to be very easy to do. So now we're going to take this piece, and we need to make sure that when we fold it up, it is no wider than one of these panels. And by that, I mean when I fold it up, I can fold it like this. And now I can remove this corner piece because we now have an adhesive flap. And I can angle going across the bottom. This is the same thing that we would do if we were using the scoreboard. We would have made these scores with the scoreboard going across the bottom to angle out these pieces. and then we'll angle here. So now we're ready to put it together. Look at this. So we're just going to take it, add our glue to the glue flap. We'll take this piece and just fold it over until it meets this piece here, and we just line everything up. This is a quick and easy way to also make a flat fold box. So you can make bunches of these and just have them ready whenever you need one. So I'm going to give that glue just a moment to dry. So now that the glue is drying, we can go ahead and put the box together. Our seam is on the back, so I'll stand it up like this, fold over, add just a little bit of glue, fold this over, take that back panel that is on the back side seam, add some glue, and fold that over, and then I can fold over this piece. I'm going to go in with my ruler to make sure everything is nice and stuck. So now that we have this, it looks like a box, but what I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to take this and I'm going to fan out like this. And I'm going to take my 2-inch oval punch and I'm just going to go in on one side and punch. And then I'll just match it on this side and punch. So y'all, it's not going to be perfect, but I think it'll be pretty nice. So all I did was I took that squared box and I just started flaring out like this, and you can still see the box shape on the bottom, but now we have created a beautiful little bag that we can carry. I will take my bone folder and just really smooth out the top part here, and everything that I would add would be here in the bottom. I am going to go ahead and seal an empty bag because I'm really doing this for demonstration purposes to show you how I would use this bag. Add some glue to the inside. Put my little goodies in, and then I would seal my bag. This would truly be one of those one and done projects that you guys see me doing on the channel a lot. So I'll just go across with my bone folder, making sure this top handle portion is nice and stuck. So then I just take a decorative piece like this. We will put that decorative piece on, and then I'll add a little bow to just really add a little bit of cuteness. And y'all, there is our sweet bag number 2. So you have a lot of room in this bag. This is great for some Bath and Body Works. It's great for candles. It's great for socks, mittens, whatever you might want to put in here. A loofah and some bath salts. Great for this bag as well. All right, and for the third bag, we are going to bring in the scoreboard. And I have a piece that is 12 by 12. Let's go ahead and score at 6 inches. Then I'm going to turn it once, and we're going to score at 2 inches. Then I'll turn it to the opposite side of this 2-inch. So I'll turn it once, turn it twice, and now that 2-inch score is over here. We'll score at 2 inches again. So now we're going to take this and fold on that 6-inch mark. And then we'll fold over on the 2-inch mark. We fold over on the 2-inch mark, and we're just going to take these and bring them up like this because we're going to create a nice little pocket bag. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue. I'm not going to glue the whole thing. I'm going to glue about 1/8 of an inch inside on 1/2 only. So you see how I'm going in right here close to this inside edge. I am not putting any glue out here. We don't want to put any glue out there. So now I'm just going to take this and fold it over, because really what I want to get is I want to get my little pleats stuck together on the inside. So I'm just going to go in and pinch these because I need them to stay stuck. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I have a piece of green plaid that I made a mistake on, so I am just going to cut off a piece that is 4 by 8, because it should be 8 inches wide, and it is. So on the 4-inch side, I'm going to score at 2, and we'll be able to take this and put it on like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue, add some glue to that back panel. I'm just going to take this and just line it up and fold that back panel over. And I'm just going to seal this with some Velcro dots. And I'll take one Velcro dot, put it there, and I'll take one and I'll put it here. And now let's just peel away the backer. Let's take this and fold over. And now we have a cute little baggie that you can use to put a whole bunch of things in. Y'all, this is also a cute way to gift that hot chocolate that we packaged last week. So I'm just going to take this scrap piece that's left over, and it is 2 by 11, and I am going to score at 5/8 of an inch on the 2-inch side and at 1 1/2 on the 2-inch side. We're going to take this and just fold like this. And now I'll add my glue on the inside here. And I'm going to add my glue right here. And I am just going to get this nice and curled. I'm going to give this a moment to really set up and dry. And while that is hardening, I'm just going to take this piece and add this piece to the top. And we're going to put it on the front like that. So this is a sticker. So I am not going to tear all of the sticker off of this piece because some of it will hang over. I'm also going to add a little bit of glue because my stickers are old and I don't know how much stick they have left in them. And I'm going to take this one and we are going to add some glue and we'll put it right there. I just think that's simply cute. So this one is more like a little envelope bag that we can now take and fill with all types of goodies. I'm going to take this piece and we're just going to put it to the side like this as a way of carrying this. So I'm going to add just a little bit of glue to do that crisscross of these two pieces. Get those nice and stuck. Then I'll take my glue, add some glue here, and we can take this and I'm just going to put it on at an angle like a little wristlet, but it's not really a wristlet, but it's kind of like one. So now we just need to let that dry. I'll go on the back side and just help it out a little bit to make sure that it's stuck. And there, y'all, we have our third unique Christmas bag. So I'm going to bring all of these back in so that you can see just how gorgeous they are. I wanted to share 3 really different types of bags that we can make this Christmas season to gift to our friends or to even package some items that we might be selling. But y'all, I do hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do and this is how we do it, and I would love to have you subscribe. So hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my beautiful handcrafty friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.